I just want to show you the process for getting off the window winder handle. This is a Corolla sedan 1996 model, but they're basically all the same. I quite like wind-up handles because they're a hell of a lot easier to deal with than if your regulators and everything else and little cogs and everything go in an electric window. It's not very often that these play up. Anyway, what I wanted to do was check the speakers, because this is a 96 model and it's now 2019, so I'm pretty sure they're original speakers. So part of that is to remove the door card, and to do that you have to take off the window winder handle. But anyway, as you can see, there's a little clip there, and before you do that, before you start dealing with getting these handles off, I would go to the shop and buy a little packet of, as you can see there, 4 window winder clips. And they're known by some spare parts people as Jesus clips, because if you drop one you will immediately start praying, because they have got a nasty habit, as people who deal with them will tell you. If they will drop, and you'll either never find them again, or they are an absolute nightmare to they've got so much I don't know what they're called, tensile strength or something, but they just spring everywhere. So when you're taking them off, I would personally suggest that you have a cloth or something that you put over the handle. It's going to go like that, and so just put a cloth with your spare hand. Now I'll show you how I've got it. There is, I've actually removed it and then put the clip back in, and this is actually the easiest way. And there are other videos which discuss this, and I'm certainly not the first to come up with the plan. And actually the way of getting it off, I have to give credit to a Russian gentleman who had who used a piece of wire with a hook on the end. And what I saw it, and I thought, well, I've got this little pick thing. Now you can get these off eBay or down at your local spare parts place, and they're not all that expensive. This is a kin chrome variety, and that shape, they come with different shapes. I'll see if I can get in the background so you can see it there. That shape there is actually not bad. A hook, I find, is a little bit hard to actually get around onto the gadget itself, the actual spring clip. I'll just film down here. Now what you're effectively doing is getting it in there and pulling it out. Now if you've got a hook, you haven't got a lot of room, so I find that with a bit of experimenting, I found that the little one here that isn't actually a hook as such actually goes in quite nicely. It goes in straight in, and then you can just pull it out. And so it worked quite well. I was actually very surprised that it worked as well as it did, and because I was prepared for quite a battle with it. Anyway, after I pulled it out, you'll see there's little grooves in the side there where the edges push in. You can see them in the middle there, and so you just push it back on. If it's a bit slippery, it's a hot day here today, and I had trouble getting it back on. But if you use a bit of cloth off your shirt, or just to push against it, lock one side in, and then just put pressure on the top of it, and carefully, because otherwise, if it does jump out again, you'll be back to where we discussed before, which is you're searching your garage floor and inside your car and in your clothing and everything else for this clip which has disappeared on you. But anyway, that's there's the spindle that it goes onto. There's all assembled, and so all you have to do is put it on like that, put a little bit of pressure on it, and there you go. It's on, it's secure, and it's the very, very simple way of doing it. Don't waste your time trying to put the handle on the spindle and then try and put the clip on, because that is just believe me, you'll be a very, very unhappy person spending time doing that. Now what I'm going to do is hopefully, I'm sorry about this, I'm balancing it on the seat, and hopefully it'll get it, and I'll show you if I can get it out, which is probably going to prove me wrong here. There you go, look at that. So that just came out straight away, and I didn't even have to look. You can actually force them, push the edge out a little bit with a screwdriver so you can have a look inside and see where it is. But I find that with that little pick, a very easy job. Anyway, hopefully that helps someone. I'm sorry for my usual rambling and how long I describe things for, but it's for something that really takes a couple of seconds as opposed to struggling with other methods. I find this really easy. Alright, thank you.